Welcome to Diving Deeper into Snow Globe, Chapter 10, The College Kid Song. Let's talk about Olmsted Café. Now, we're going to start today by talking about the meaning of this song. And to start, we're going to talk about the word Olmsted. Now, you might be wondering where that word comes from. And there's a building on Drake University's campus called the Olmsted Center. And that's essentially where I do the vast majority of my studying. And then there's like a little coffee shop, a little Starbucks. And primarily, if I need to get work done, I'm doing it there. So originally I was going to call the song Olmsted Center or Cafe something. But with the cafe idea I wanted to portray, changing the name to Olmsted Café just made a lot more sense and fit a lot better. This is also a really good reminder for me when I'm in those long study sessions. The ones where I start to feel stressed, unmotivated, unproductive, frustrated, bored, all the emotions that come with that. This song helps me remember that taking a break is okay, whether it's for 5 minutes, for 30 minutes, if I have a hot chocolate in my hand. Taking breaks like that have really helped me be productive and keep myself sane throughout college. So when I had the opportunity to write a song like this, it was really cool because I can essentially say to all the other college students who listen to my music, like, no matter how big your project is, no matter how big the exam that's coming up is, take a break. It's okay. You will still get your work done. And if you can do it with a little bit less stress, why not? So when it came the time to write and produce a song that tried to embody the elements of a coffee shop, there were some elements that I wanted to pull from. Some inspiration songs that I used were Last Cup of Coffee by Lily Pichu, Passing Through by Kata McKay, and the OST for Freezy Flake Galaxy from Super Mario Galaxy 2. Essentially all those have like a high octave 8th note pattern played on an electric piano, so that's how we start the song. Another element I wanted to pull is the vibraphone. And if you don't know what that is, it's essentially like a mallet instrument. And as a percussionist who has played in jazz bands before, I really like playing vibes. And the chance to kind of take that and put it into one of my songs is just a nod to my love for that instrument and how it sounds. And then also a little fun fact about the production of this, I actually wrote and produced some of it at the Olmsted Café, or the Olmsted Center. There was one day where I just didn't have that much work to do, so I popped open my laptop, I popped open Logic, and I just looked around and observed a lot of things. I looked at the people who were waiting in line, I was looking at people who were studying, some people way more focused and locked in than others. I listened to the soothing jazz that was being played on the speakers. I saw the sun rising from the window I could see, and I just wrote those down, and those kind of became the catalyst for the lyrics. And also, with my computer open and Logic open, I used Logic's computer keyboard function, where you can essentially use my computer keys to input notes for the chords. And that's how I made the chords for the chorus. Was it the most ideal way to write that? No. Using a MIDI or something else would have probably been a lot better of an option. But I was just feeling the moment, and being able to sit down and say that I wrote this actually in that study spot is something that I think is really cool. But there's one production element that makes this song one of the best off of Snow Globe, and I bet you can guess where I'm going with this. Yep, you guessed it. The most important part of this song is the feature done by Anna Edwards. Now, if you look at the song and the lyrics of the song, it makes so much more sense to have the setting be conversational between two people versus conversational just within my own head. So getting Anna's help on this was extremely helpful. It really helps the story and the imagery make a lot more sense. Instead of it's just I'm working and then a part of my brain says it's okay to not know where you're going, it's like another person comes in and it's like, hey, like I'll grab a hot chocolate for you, I'll grab something for me, like you want to just take a break? Like that makes so much more sense, and also is a testament to how studying with friends can really help. Now granted, there's a fine line because there have been many times where I've studied with friends and we've gotten nothing done, but doing it with others just helps it'd be more fun, and B, it helps keep you sane. It's helped keep me sane a lot of times. So I think overall, getting Anna's help with that as a second voice makes the imagery of the song work so much better. Plus, Anna was super easy to work with. Essentially, we recorded the Olmsted Café vocals right after we recorded the Morning in the Fall group vocals, and since Anna was a part of that too, she just stayed over for a couple extra minutes, and I think we got the recordings done in like 15 minutes tops. She had prepared and she had practiced the songs, and her voice just sounds so good on Olmsted Café. And I really believe it's the features and working with other people that make my music, or some of my songs, stand out. Like, I can write and I can sing as much as I want, but I'm sure it's refreshing for the audience to hear someone else's voice. And I think getting Anna's work and her voice on this song is one of the main reasons why it is doing well right now, and one of the main reasons why it's a really good song. So Anna, if you're watching this video, thank you so much for helping out on my song and believing in the vision. I truly believe that your voice and your feature made this song what it is. And with that, that's Olmsted Café. I hope you enjoyed this deeper dive into the meaning of it, some of the production elements, and why I really, really value the chance to have Anna feature on it. Next week, we're going to talk about another vulnerable song off the album, but one song that is super special in the sense that it creates something that I've always wanted to write and always do in music, which is a trilogy. So next week, we'll talk about Seashells Part 2, A Gray Gel Pen, and I cannot wait to see you then.